What is it?
Alright, welcome back. We're going to start a series on the car channel that is called Things Your Dad Should Teach You. And you can see my kids pointing at the intake tube on the top of the Wrangler. So what we're going to do today is we're going to change the oil. So a couple things first. Right, you've got your oil fill cap right there. I always like to break that loose before I start draining the oil. And right down there is the canister filter. So I'm going to go get an adjustable. We're going to break that loose, or maybe I'll get the right size wrench. We'll see. We'll break that loose, and then we'll crawl to the bottom, and we'll kind of walk through how to do a basic oil change. The process is the same on most vehicles. No reason you can't do this in your yard and save yourself, well, might save yourself some money, but you'll get some satisfaction. So like I said, I was going to get an adjustable and break that loose. I'll try and move the camera so you can see me do it. Ideally, of course, you want the right size wrench, because as you can see, this is not really a great way to do this. And we may end up going and getting the wrench, because I can't remember how tight this is on here. And I think that's what we're going to do. So obviously not the best way to do this. It is a 15/16 socket, and somehow I miraculously don't have any at my house. So, got it cracked loose. Managed to not tear it up too bad. And you can tell she's overdue for an oil change. So now we got to get up under it, drain the oil out, change the filter. But other than running back and forth for tools. Alright, so if you crawl up under your vehicle, you'll find an oil pan. Luckily on the Jeeps, especially my Wranglers, I don't have to put them on ramps or jack it up. Right here's my oil pan, drain plug's right there. The same principle applies, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So in the case of this one, what you're going to end up seeing is my hand reaching in front of you. Socket's on there, and actually, it is a 13 millimeter for this particular vehicle. And so righty tighty, lefty loosey, I'm going to pull this down, essentially counterclockwise, I think. So let's get that loose. Usually once you break it loose, you can spin it out by hand. We'll start draining this oil out. And as this is draining, we'll go back up top. We'll change that filter out. Get all that ready to go. Like I said, she's overdue. That oil is black. I normally don't like to run them until the notification comes up on the dash. But this one's been on and off the road for a few months, getting the windshield done and all kinds of other things. So, kind of let this one slip. So, as you can see, oil is draining. We'll let it do its thing. Let's go up top. Alright, now for the fun. Like I said, oil is draining down below. Pull this filter out. As you can see, it's well overdue and it's dripping everywhere. Isabel's doing something.
Can I do it? I can do it. Hello.
Yep, so you can see I got a new filter here. That's the positive battery cable. It comes with a new O-ring on the bottom. And it also comes with a new O-ring for the cap. And what I like to do is, O-ring's right there. Got one of these little picks. I'll just slide the pick up under it, work it around. Old O-ring is off. Got a little bit of oil on my fingers. That's not the end of the world. We'll just lube that O-ring up. You want to make sure it gets down in that groove right there. If not, it'll never seal back up the way you want it to. Take the new filter, just pop it down. You'll feel it kind of click into place. And of course I drop oil everywhere. We'll screw that back down and then we'll tighten it up. It won't be much longer. We'll be putting the drain plug back in the oil pan. and then you just fill it up with oil, and we're
It
good.
has a face on here.
Now, one of the things you'll notice as I take this off, because we're getting ready to put some oil in it, on these Jeeps, it calls for 0W20. What you're going to find out is that's not what I'm putting back in this. I'm actually using Valvoline Full Synthetic, and it's 5W20. Now, why would I intentionally ignore the recommendations?
My leg is breaking out.
As Isabel says, her leg is breaking out. One of the reasons is a lot of the 020, 030 recommendations don't necessarily come from the fact that we have tighter tolerances in the engine anymore. It comes from fuel economy standards. And these 3.6 liter Pentastars are well known for having issues with rockers and cams, and going to at least a 5W20 seems to alleviate that somewhat. So not a permanent solution, but hopefully it just means there's a longer period of time before I have to start pulling engines apart, because I've got 2 of these Jeeps.
My leg is still
So let me go get the funnel, fill this up. Nope, can't fill it up, got to put the drain plug in, then I'll fill it up. So if you caught my little flub, I said I was going to put oil in before I put the drain plug back in. Please don't do that.
Let me do it.
I actually did that when I was still working at the shop. I did an engine replacement on a Toyota Matrix. The other 2 mechanics were on vacation that week, so I was running all 3 bays, and was super proud at how quickly I did this engine replacement, and very immediately wasted 4.5 quarts of Mobil 1 synthetic because I forgot to put the drain plug in. These are things you do once, and hopefully you don't ever do again. So that takes care of the oil change on this Jeep, and process is similar for just about every vehicle. So save yourself some money, get some satisfaction of learning things that
What do these do?
your dad should have taught you, and then reset your oil indicator.